Sean Strickland was dominated by Dricus du Plessis. This was not a close fight. You can make the argument for du Plessis winning every single round. It was not the fight that Sean Strickland promised, and the MMA community is letting him have it and letting him know that he did not stick to his word on this one. Now, is all the hate that Sean is getting right now warranted? Is it deserved? Aside from all the controversial stuff about Sean, I'm not really talking about that aspect. I'm more talking about the performance of it and how everyone is slandering it. Well, one, when you talk as much as you do in the lead up, like Sean did, how you said this is going to be a war. I got robbed last time. I'm not going to let it go to the judges this time around. I'm coming in here to put him away. When that is the kind of talk, and when you also come in with the arrogance, all those lead up to the reaction that you're going to get if you lose. If you win a fight after doing all this talking, it kind of does build you up as a fighter, but it's high risk, high reward, because if you are wrong and you lose and you don't stick to all the talk, you're gonna get hate online. It's gonna be worse than if you just stayed neutral throughout the fight lead up. And that's exactly what Strickland did here. He promised that he was gonna come in for a war. The fans were speculating maybe this time we're not gonna see the jab heavy fight style with the teep kicks, but a new Sean Strickland. A Sean Strickland who goes for it. And that Sean Strickland did not show up. But I do want to say it's a lot easier said than done. I don't think that Strickland intended to fight this way once again, but I think it's the constant pressure of du Plessis, the awkward fight style, how he throws 100% into all of his shots that makes Sean step away and say, I don't know how to close the distance on this guy. I'm going to stick to my jab. And then you get the broken nose, and it's even harder to go for it with your nose shattered. Like, us as the fans can talk about how he should have went for it, but when your nose is shattered, you do not want to keep going after this guy who is throwing heat, who's in your face. That is the last thing you want to do. I'm not going to act like that's some easy thing to go in there and try. But like I said, when the talk is as much as Sean Strickland did before this fight, that's just what's going to come with it, is all the negativity that has come to him after the fight. It's just part of the job. What's next for Sean Strickland? I'd like to see maybe a rematch with Izzy. I think that'd be fun. I think people would really like to see if Izzy could change his game plan for Strickland. Both guys coming off of a loss now. I think that'd be a big fight. I'd also like to see Strickland versus Whitaker. Both guys also coming off of a loss. I'd like that one for Whitaker. I think he could get the better of Sean Strickland, and I think he could use a big W. As far as Dricus, this was the best we've seen him. He continues to improve. Everyone talks about his goofy fight style, but man, it works and it's getting better. I already mentioned a lot of the reasons why it's so scary to fight Dricus, how much power he throws into his shots, how awkward it is. You can't get his timing down. It is not an easy fight, obviously, because he's the champion. What's next for him? He called out Alex Bejeda after the fight. That's not going to happen, at least yet. If he can defeat his next opponent, I think we have a good chance of seeing that one at 205. It is looking like Dricus du Plessis versus Khamzat Chimaev is going to go down, and that is going to be a fun one. Will the wrestling of Khamzat be too much? I think Khamzat does have a legitimate chance in that first round to get a submission, but if we get past the first round, I think the fight starts to lean in du Plessis' way. We've seen a few times now what happens when Khamzat does not get the early finish against guys like Gilbert Burns and Kamaru Usman, who are nowhere near the size of someone of Dricus du Plessis. So I think that's going to be a fun fight. We'll break that one down eventually, but I'm going to leave this off here right now. What did you guys think of this fight? Is all the hate deserved for Sean Strickland? Who do you have in a fight between Khamzat and DDP? Let me know. Subscribe for more combat sports updates, content, reactions. I'll see you guys soon. We're almost to our goal of 500 subscribers. The support is much appreciated. I'll see you next time. Peace.